I think a lot of you know why we're here. Our headliners, the professionals. I happen to know they're already in the room, so I think I can just go ahead and welcome to the stage, all the way from San Francisco, California, the professionals.
Yes. Hello. Hello, everybody. We are, in fact, the professionals all the way from San Francisco, California. And what we're going to do tonight is a little mockumentary in the vein of Christopher Guest or some of those other things you may have seen, Spinal Tap, A Mighty Wind, Best in Show. And to get us started, we're asking you for what are we asking for? We're asking for a hobby. That's the word I am looking for. It's at the end of a long day. We're asking for a hobby that you are interested in, that you perhaps participate in. And I think we already have some down there in the chat. So I'm going to get close to my screen and look at the tiny little fonts. Okay, so here are some of the things that have been listed here. Writing drabbles. I do not know what a drabble is. Hiking. Aaron said something.
I do not know what a drabble is either.
Okay, we may come back. That hiking, puppetry, sleight of hand, clock restoring. I've actually been watching a lot of YouTube watch repair videos recently. Stamp collecting. I think they call that philology. Camping. Salsa dancing. And we have a clarifying comment here. A drabble is a work of exactly 100 words.
So of the ones you said so far, like clock restoring sounded the most shiny to me so far. I don't know why you've been watching clock restoring videos.
I honestly don't know either.
Clocks are very shiny on the inside.
But so it's actually, I don't know why I've been watching them either, but they're very calming. It's like nothing really unexpected happens. It's usually a guy taking apart this clock in exactly the same way, repairing it and putting it back together again. And these things are these amazing little, I don't know how, I know basically how they machine them, but they have all these tiny little parts and they have all these special tools and they have these little gel tuffets that they have to put the watches on top of to sort of take them apart. He's got these little like finger socks at the end of his hand instead of gloves to touch all the stuff. It's amazing. And when you think about they've been making these things for like hundreds of years.
What would be the most unexpected thing that could happen during one of these videos?
He forgets to unwind the mainspring. And as he's taking something out, stuff goes flying. He lost something. The guy I watched lost something out the window once.
And then time stops.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not clear on like the technicality of clock restoring, which is okay. We don't always know all the things, but what pops to mind when I hear this is my experience with the largest clock in my life that needed to be restored was in a production of The Nutcracker when I was a child, and the scene with the fight between the mice and the soldiers, and the clock is there on the stage, and I was a tiny mouse and I jumped into it and it crashed onto the stage in the middle of the performance. Luckily it did not hurt anyone in the making, but that huge grandfather clock did need to be restored after.
That's all I got. So it's like a big prop, a stage prop?
Huge prop, not a real clock.
Props are interesting too, though, because it's like there are these things that they look real, but from a certain angle they look right, but then it's like they're actually all facade.
Some say that's true about time itself. It is
Yes.
one big facade.
So deep.
And if you try to restore it, well, what are you really restoring?
Right,
Don't
right.
break it into the first place. Easy.
Mhm.
I know. You know, you guys know I always have to wax philosophical about these things.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a very good point. What is a clock? What is time? Is the clock
Right.
time?
And even broken
Yeah.
clocks are right sometimes.
Twice a day. Broken.
Well,
Yeah.
and it also happens that on average, like our heartbeat, well, not on average, but like, our heart beats 60 times a second. Clock ticks 60 times a second. I can't think that's like an entirely accidental, right? It's like, are we like basically a clock is just another way of, and like when time can pass faster, is it because your heart is beating faster? So you're clocking, to use the phrase.
So heart surgeons are just human clock restorers.
Interesting.
I'm not
Right. And if they don't disengage the mainspring in your body, all your organs go flying out.
I've seen that operation game.
Yes.
On that lovely visual, I think we have enough.
I think we have enough.
Clock restoring.
Clock restoring.
Restoring.
So my name is Janice and this is Timothy, and we came together when we realized that our heart beat not 60 times in a second. I mean, in a minute, I'm so nervous for my interview that it actually beats 75, and that makes us very special. Timothy, you have to speak up. This is an interview, and like the audience needs to hear.
Okay, sorry. Janice, just take a deep breath. Just calm down. Like, it's okay. Everybody else in this world, their hearts can beat at 60 times.
Now.
I do it too. 60 times a minute. But we're special.
Yeah.
And we're both special. We're both the only people in the world whose hearts beat at 75 times a minute. Right. And I just want you to, hold on to that and hold on to my hand and just remember that we're the most important people in this world, and that together, like no one can take that from us. We're special. We're very special.
We are special, and we're here today to tell you that not only are our hearts special, but that we've made a new clock, and it has 75 seconds in our minute, and we're sharing it all here today with you.
It's such a marvel. Like time just runs slower with this clock. You have more time to appreciate those special someones in your life with our clock, with our special clock. We call it the special time clock.
Special time clock. All right. I don't think we can end on a better note than that, Timothy. So
I think that's our special time.
And walk away.
So, since my artificial heart doesn't actually pump, I am effectively immortal.
But if it's not pumping, does that mean it's like actually still pumping like twice a day?
Craig, you have asked
this
question every day for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
I only know that because I look at the calendar, by the way. And
Right.
Craig, the answer is still the same thing. I will live forever. And you can too if you just get the heart surgery.
But
Boys.
I mean,
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Marjorie Kronos, and these are my sons, Craig and Mark.
I mean, Mom, he keeps like not answering the question. That's the only reason I keep answering your question. I just want to say, does he think it's still beating? Yes or no? And he just says, "I will live forever."
Your brother relates to time in a different way. Since I was only able to put in the artificial heart into one of my sons, he no longer feels the urgent need to answer any inquiries in a timely manner, because for him, time is just not so pressing anymore.
Yeah, but he
I've
still gets
always been
impatient.
here. I've always been here,
Uh-huh.
and I will always be here.
But,
When they're recording this with some
but-
sort of videotape, right?
Yeah.
But,
Well,
That will
okay,
end.
Mark. That means I've always been asking the question, and I'm always gonna be asking the question until you give me a real answer.
because Craig's heart beats faster than his brother Mark's heart, it is imperative for us to find a matching heart that can beat at 75 beats per minute, that we could put in to Craig so that he too can live forever like his brother Mark.
Now, Mom, I have to admit, I still don't
confused.
understand exactly how that's going to work. I think you should just use a copy of my heart, because I mean, it doesn't beat, it flows, right? It's a beatless heart. I don't like the 75. I think you would end up living.
Wait, I think I get it. I think
Well-
she's saying that because your heart is flowing, it's like it's beating 75 times a minute, but like all the time. Like every second it's beating 75 times a minute, but like in a second.
Yes, exactly.
Y'all
I'll
don't take
think on
notes.
this.
This is very important stuff.
Yes,
I'll think on this
yes.
for an indeterminate amount of time.
Somewhere out there, there is a compatible heart.
River of heartbeats.
Yes, we shall find it.
Gotta be honest, they creep me out a little bit.
Special heart clock. Special heart clock. Who wants a special heart clock?
Could you explain the clock to me again? I mean, I've been standing here at the counter watching it, and I just don't know what's the point. It's just arrows pointing at numbers.
Well, as you can see in this version, it is currently stuck in time, but it's okay because I can assure you that this does work and it is special.
No, it's okay. Hold on. Like, you know, I love all of the items in your store here. I'm not asking about the particularities of that clock, which I see has hearts on it. I see
Special ones.
I'm kind of trying to understand the basic idea of a clock.
Oh,
Like what is it?
okay. Well, generally speaking, when clocks are not special, they have an hour hand and a minute hand, and some of them have second hands.
I mean, I see those. Yeah, that has a nice longest. I think the longest one is the second hand. I've heard that somewhere.
The skinny one, yes,
Yeah.
that's the second. And usually clocks beat around in 60 seconds in a minute. This though, sir,
Okay.
this
Okay.
one
I'm sorry.
has a special. I'm not done because this is the special part. Can you please let me finish my pitch,
So,
please?
finish. I think
Okay.
I understand my misunderstanding, but you finish and then I'll explain.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
This one, 75 seconds around in this minute to match the heart of myself and my love, Timothy. Okay, now you may speak because
Okay.
I got through it.
75 and heart thing reminds me of something, but I can't remember what it is right now. Anyway, no,
Well, it's
what
special,
I'm
so it
saying is
shouldn't
like-
remind you of anything because it's the only thing of its kind.
oh, no, if I didn't have trouble telling between the past and the future, I know I would remember something about this. But anyway, no. The problem is you're thinking about beating in time in seconds. I don't experience time, so that's why I don't understand the clock.
Oh,
I mean, you must have noticed, like I've been coming in here for the past like 5 years, right? And I look exactly the same. I act exactly the same. I only know it's been 5 years because I look at a calendar and the calendar says, oh, it's been 5 years. But I don't otherwise experience the passage of time.
You have been coming in here a while, but this is our
And I
newest
will be.
creation. And so I had to
Mhm.
tell you as if you were like the first customer ever coming in, because that
Well-
was part of the pitch.
Well, honestly, I didn't even notice that it was there before. I was too distracted by the novelties and the sundries on the tables. Those are
Didn't
nice
notice
soaps,
it?
by the way.
First off, when you came in today, I've got to go talk to Timothy because this is a problem.
Well, I mean, it's hard to explain again without using the concept of time, which I don't really understand. But like this event, which is occurring right now, is the first time that I have reacted to that clock.
I know, because it's the first time that you've seen it. It just isn't special enough yet. So we've got to go back to the drawing board. I'll see you later.
I don't know. You could add some of those soaps. The soaps that look like shells. They smell really nice.
All right, so I figured it out, Mom. So see, the reason that Mark thinks that he's living forever because he starts feeling the beating, and so it's like a flow, but it's like a flow of sand, right? Like the hourglass. So he thinks time isn't passing, but really, it's just draining out of him. Just like like
Yes.
like sands through
The hourglass.
the hourglass
These are the days
These-
of our lives.
of Mark's life, and they're running out, Mom. They're running out,
Oh,
and
yes.
we need him to understand that his heart doesn't really make him immortal. It's just making him like not feel mortal. Like, yeah.
Hey, everybody, what are you talking about?
Mark. So we figured it out. You got an hourglass heart. Time's running out. You're like sand, like draining sand. You're gonna die. Yeah.
I mean, I already have died. I will die.
What?
I will always be dead, just as I will always be alive.
But if we
This isn't news to me.
No. Oh,
but
Mark.
if
No,
we
I see.
if we move Mark to the southern hemisphere, then wouldn't he be inverted, and thus his heart, the hourglass heart, wouldn't that also be inverted and just having some renewal?
No, I think that's just it's changing the direction of the swirling, but it's still going down, kind of like the toilets, But I that was good thinking. Good thinking. I don't know.
Okay. Well, you work this stuff out. I have forever
No,
to talk about.
no, Mark.
Just
don't.
one
That's
thing.
the
I
whole-
will.
oh.
I have remembered and will remember that I heard something about 75 before. Could you
Yeah.
have told me what that was about? Because I know that there's.
Oh.
Maybe,
You want to recap that, Ma?
Just
yes,
tell me
there was-
later.
Okay. Well,
Well, we don't have
it's
that.
always so difficult with you, Craig, because with Mark, gee, I get you both so confused. It's like,
I'll eventually loop around and beat Craig. So it's
okay.
I am
It's-
everything. I am like a photon that travels back and forth through time.
Yes,
Photon,
yes.
cation,
Right.
I-
So
Mark,
eventually,
Mark,
what I
it's the
what I
sands,
said
they're-
about 75 will also loop around, and you'll encounter it once again.
Yeah.
So I
Well-
would not worry about
Only if you
trying
flip
to
it over,
trying to recap it.
but you can't flip yourself over. I don't.
Oh no,
So it's like
I think I've got a flippy thing in the back. Thanks.
it's like 75 grains sand a second. That's. Jeez. I think you don't seem very concerned about this either, Mom. I'm trying to get the urgency across here. Craig's like dying, like not me. Gosh, I mean, I love Mark so much. Sometimes I confuse him and myself. I love,
Yes,
it's my
yes,
brother,
yes,
but
yes,
Mark,
yes. We've become so interconnected, like gears in this clock that
yeah,
you know.
we're gonna lose him. We gotta figure something out, Mom.
Okay.
Come on. Any
Sure.
ideas? Any big ideas?
Well, I mean, perhaps this, you know, I hear that there is a young couple who has invented a clock that matches their heartbeats that also has the number 75 as a crucial interval.
Oh, okay. I got you. So maybe if we can sync up his sand flow to my beating, it'll buy us some time.
Yes.
Good thinking, Mom. You are always so brilliant. Let's go find him.
Yes.
Timothy, I need you, Timothy.
Just have a seat. Sit down. They're going to talk to us on camera a little bit. Or hang up. One works for you.
Look, it was. Yeah, I know, and he's. I know it's weird. Don't worry. I'm here with you. I'm here with you. We're in this together, like always.
I was going to have a brainstorming session with you, but he's here now. So I might as well just let you know that he said our clock wasn't special enough to be memorable.
Haters are going to hate, Janice. Haters are going to hate. Like people
hater.
fear what they don't understand.
You're a hater.
Okay. I can see that I'm sort of like busting in on something here. So I just will not have come here. Okay. I will never be here.
I didn't say that I never wanted him here. I just meant right in this moment right now so we can improve our clock. That was just all I meant. Now I'm going to think about this for all 75 seconds and every single minute until I can rectify it with Mark.
It's okay, Janice. Mark he doesn't get time like we do. Just take it right. No one gets time like we do. No one gets time like we do, Janice.
You're so right.
So
and I shouldn't spend it worried about others.
Yes. So we were going to brainstorm other ways to make our clock special. Right. And I found a thing in the history books. A lot of people used to measure time. And there's no 75 here, but we could make it like a 75-degree angle instead of whatever. It's like at a 60-degree angle right now. We can make it like a 75-degree angle.
Ah.
Oh,
yes. Hello there. I couldn't help but notice you were talking about time.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal here.
Other ways
Yeah.
to measure it.
Yeah, it's our. Should I do the pitch, Timothy? It's in my.
I think. Do you have it? If you can do it, yeah, do it. I think this looks good.
We're special. Our heartbeats are 75 seconds. Per
and I'm here with you.
We've made a clock, and it's special, and it has hearts on it to show our love and our time and our connection. And now,
I'm here with you.
Mom,
guys.
did you find them? Did you find them?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Okay. So we don't have a lot of time.
Hi.
My brother, got a heart like an hourglass, draining, running out of time, but thinks he's living forever. Maybe like doing some weird warping through time and space thing, but
wait, Mark?
You know him. Mark, yes.
He was in her ceiling earlier, kind of.
Oh my gosh, okay.
We
gotta get him back. Mark!
Is he still in the ceiling?
Mark. Sometimes he face shifts.
Yep. He's still in the ceiling.
I'm so glad you have a family, Mark, because I was worried about you.
Yeah, I think I think there's something wrong.
You're upside down.
Yeah, and I kind of feel the beating of my heart. which in addition to sounding like a song lyric is making you experience the immediacy of here and now. And making
Yes,
you
it
realize
is
that,
like a song lyric.
yeah,
It's like the Culture Club's 1982 hit Time Clock of the Heart. Oh, in
1982
time,
was a long time ago. That was like
it could have been so much more.
100,000 years ago.
The time
So-
is precious, I know.
Was that a
And it's precious.
In
yeah.
time, it could have been so much more. The time has nothing to show.
Wow.
time won't give me time?
And I think we're about out of time, everyone.
And that's our show.
Thank you.
Everybody give the professionals a hand.
Woo, woo, woo. Thank you so much for having us. It's so fun to
Thank
be back
you.
on your virtual stage.
Well, thank you for gracing our virtual stage. It's great for you to be back. Do you have any upcoming events, either personal or as a team, digitally or in person, I guess?
Yeah, we've got 2 in-person shows at Leela, which was our original home company before we went indie. Yay, Leela! So we'll be at the Exit Theater in San Francisco if you're in the Bay Area on April 23rd and May 6th. And then on May 7th, we'll be performing virtually with Queen City Improv at 1 o'clock Pacific time. So a few different ways to see the professionals in the upcoming months.
Very cool.
And you can find me in the ceiling most evenings.
Yes.
Anybody else have a personal or team thing to share?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, and one more time, let's give a hand to the professionals.
Thank you.
Hand.